A natural byproduct of that in language, I find, is that people who've been forced to speak another language adopt parts of that language, but the true essence of who they are is contained in their mother tongue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they might start a sentence in English because that's just how they speak. But when you want to get into like the juice of it, you start the sentence in English, and then by the end, uzobona ukuthi ziyakhipha because social is, you get what I'm saying? Social
Can I counter?
Counter.
Because we were also forced to learn a language.
Okay.
You make it seem like South Africa was the only country that
I
was
didn't
colonized.
make it seem like anything. Why are you
No,
making
you,
it beef?
no, you said
I
people.
didn't make it seem like. I just told you how South Africa was.
Y.A.D Totiro.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing good. Today we have an interesting video. We got Idioma TV in the building. South Africa gives reasons why they always switch to language amidst Twitter bans them. Okay, yeah, that's what normally South Africans do. They switch languages in order to prevent, to be banned on any social media platforms. So since it sounds interesting, let's step in.
I will apologize on behalf of South Africans then to you as a fellow African.
Yes.
Yeah, as a fellow African, we didn't mean to leave you in the dust. We're not trying to do this intentionally. However, your beef is misplaced because when we listened to Sean Paul,
Okay.
and other reggae raga artists
Dance
and all
hall,
of that,
yes.
dance hall and all of those vibes, those guys would switch things up in the middle of a sentence. What did we say?
I'll say this.
No.
I'll say this to
just
counter.
give me the light.
I'll say this. If you listen, if you listen to reggae, if you listen to reggae,
let me tell you something
for the
now.
lyrics, you're listening to it wrong. That's what I'm saying. Eugene, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, it's somehow. So probably, some Africans in other countries, have a problem when we switch languages. It seems like, this brother here has a problem. He doesn't like for the fact that, South Africans switch languages in order to be not banned in any platform. I didn't really see it as an issue like that. I mean, we have an advantage, and South Africans are multilinguistic. You feel me? Like when you speak, we also add ne, shem, ankere, something like that. So it's like, yeah, man, it's just a South African thing.
Like where did the sentence start? But you brought me in with one thing. Just give me the light.
No one listens to no, but no one listens to reggae for the
Okay, give me the light.
You listen for the beat.
Yes, you blab.
No one listens to.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying to you. Don't think of it as an affront.
Yeah. Okay.
But now that you've told us,
yes, I'm sure. Yes,
we appreciate it. We won't change anything. However, we'll look in. We should blame this on like the platforms for not like translating automatically or like showing you.
Yeah, man. So other African countries watch our content, So I normally see with the comments, like with the podcast I love watching, Open Podcast. So, normally when they speak like our vernac here, they normally say, try speak English sometimes. So it's like, I thought that was what everybody does, but when South Africans specifically, are being confronted like, yo, you guys switch languages because you don't want to be banned or something like that. I just thought that, most people do that. They mix English with their, languages and stuff like that. So, yeah.
But I'll bring that up with South Africa.
But it's also the reason why we coined the phrase running out of English bundles. Because running out of data.
Oh yeah, that's what it's actually a beautiful byproduct of a terrible beginning, right? Because South Africa is a country where black people and everyone was forced to speak certain languages that weren't their own. Okay. So you were forced to speak English, you were forced to speak Afrikaans, right? So,
bro, what is she even saying, bro? She's been like, what's the point of this? Is she gonna come after clips?
People were commonly speaking a language or starting a sentence in a language that they didn't speak but oftentimes your vocabulary runs out. Most sentences are easy to start in another language.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
I know this when I learn new languages. I'll find, like, if I speak Spanish, because I don't really know how to speak it yet, I can start a sentence,
Spanish, yes.
you know, and I can go, disculpe, perdone, and then you're like, okay, I have to default. I have to default.
Okay, no, yeah, I
Right.
understand, yeah.
A natural byproduct of that in language, I find, is that people who've been forced to speak another language adopt parts of that language, but the true essence of who they are is contained in their mother tongue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they might start a sentence in English because that's just how they speak. But when you want to get into like the juice of it, you start the sentence in English, and then by the end, uzobona ukuthi ziyakhipha because social is, you get what I'm saying? Social
Can I
counter.
Because we were also forced to learn a language.
Okay.
You make it seem like South Africa was the only country that
I
was
didn't make
colonized.
it seem like anything. Why are you
No,
making it beef?
no, you said
I
people.
didn't make it seem like. I just told you how South Africa was.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the beef that we have with you guys.
Okay,
'Cause
tell
you
us.
do this
Yes.
on an international platform. So
What
now
else we do it?
No,
Okay, I didn't know it was a beef, but yeah, I will say I also see it a lot with us South Africans. Like, when we don't want to be banned, we just speak our language. But hey, man, I don't see it like as an issue, you know.
That's
yeah,
the busy one.
no, so listen, yeah.
Hey, macho.
So now listen,
No.
Eugene, so now I want you to appreciate my beef.
Okay, sharp. I'm
so
here for it.
I'm following this tweet. It's very funny.
Yes.
And then I don't understand the ending. And then I'm like, wait, what happened?
Okay, so now-
I have,
so
now
now-
I have to go to Google Translate.
Yes.
And the worst part is, it's almost like being ghosted via text, because you are following and then pro twist. Now they're speaking Kosa or whatever. And you are so invested.
Yeah.
You are so invested because South Africans
Okay.
are great at Twitter.
Yeah, we're good at storytelling.
So you're invested, and then now you see people laughing, and you're like, okay, I didn't get the ending. It's a Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It's a Game of Thrones. If you think about it, great season, first season, great, second,
And then the final season
Then
was
you go
Vanek.
like, what just happened now?
So I'm trying to explain it to you.
Yes.
So this is what I'm saying. You're not wrong about these parts, right? And I will apologize on behalf of South Africans then to you as a fellow
Apology
African.
accepted, yes.
Yeah, as a fellow African, we didn't mean to.
Yeah, man. We are sorry to other African, countries. A lot of them watch our content here in South Africa, and some of them are kind of complaining like, why you're adding your languages and stuff. I guess it's kind of an instinct thing because we used to speaking our language. Sometimes now funa go khuluma shama 1 2 and then you hop back to English and stuff like that. So, hey man, it happens, but
to leave you in the dust. We're not trying to do this intentionally. However, your beef is misplaced because when we listened to Sean Paul
Okay.
and other
Yes.
reggae raga artists and
Dance
all
hall,
of that,
yes.
dance hall and all of those vibes,
is this video
those guys would.
because why is it repeating though? Let's just skip this part.
Speak in real life. I remember I had a Nigerian friend, right? And I was telling her, "Yay, you're so beautiful, Shem." And she was like, "Why is it a shame that I'm beautiful?" Then I had to explain to her that there's certain jargon, and even in our language, sometimes we do use English in our Tsotsitaal, in our Sotho, in our Zulu, but it's English in a different way. And I know that there have been people who are very xenophobic in answering why they don't want to speak English in their tweets. That's not me. For me, it's just I genuinely speak like this when I'm really happy or when I'm really sad. Like when I'm in a neutral environment, like English just comes easy. But when I'm happy, I can't say, guys, I'm so jovial, I'm in a jubilant mood. I have to say, "Tabile gore." Like I can't say it in English. English just does not have the aptitude to capture my emotions.
Yeah,
Perhaps
yeah.
because I was taught to express my emotions in vernacular.
Hey man, it happens, Yeah.
Then I learned English later. But I can speak 6 languages. The first language I learned was Sesotho, Xhosa, Sizulu, and then Setswana, right? And then after that, I learned English when I was 7. Then when I was 8, I started learning Afrikaans. Then after that, I started learning Darija and Kiswahili from my friends in like late high school, and now I'm learning Spanish. So my linguistic background is very diverse because I grew up in Soweto. Soweto is a multi-ethnic, multilingual black space in South Africa where black people from different environments come and they learn from each other. And because of the group areas,
Yeah, man. Hey, Soweto is like, not just Soweto specific, but like townships, me growing up in a township, like back in primary, it really gave me a chance to like understand other languages. You feel me? Like Tswana, Sotho, Venda, Tsonga. You feel me? Like yeah, man. So
Act, which was a redlining regime within apartheid. Black people were forced to live with each other no matter where they came from. A lot of black South Africans didn't understand each other's languages, but we were just forced because of the apartheid government. And through that, we formed dialects like Tsotsitaal and Sfanagalo. I speak Tsotsitaal a lot of the times. And even when you're looking at like the family dynamic that I have, like we just mix all these South African languages together and we make our own mixed masala. Good luck.
yeah, man. I just didn't thought that it would be like an issue like that to other African countries, but you know, sometimes it happens, man. When we keep on speaking, kuvele kikive neck, yabo, and then you just hop back to English. I think it's normal for everyone who has their own languages. You feel me? Like Chinese, you know, they can speak English, but here and there they'll just add their language. But yeah, I understand in a point of view of people watching from other countries that ish, when you guys switch like this, we can't hear. Yeah, I mean it's understandable, situation. But yeah, I can say it happens, but I think South Africans will try their best to accommodate other African countries who watch content from here. And then yeah, man. But you guys comment down below and say what you think about this, thing that's happening. I'm a tip with you. Love you. Take care.